Interior Mantapas. The thousand-pillared Mantapa is perhaps the most famous of the Mantapas in Ranganathaswamy temple. It is made entirely from granite and was built during the Vijayanagara period. You can see that it has a central wide aisle with 7 side aisles on each side with pillars set in a square pattern. If you count the number of pillars in the Mantapa, you will find that it is not actually 1000 but instead it comes to 953. It is possible that the rest of the pillars were damaged over the course of time. Opposite to the thousand-pillared Mantapa is the Sheshraya Mantapa. It is an intricately carved hall built during the Nayaka period. The hall is renowned for its monolithic carvings of almost 40 leaping animals with riders on their back. The carvings have been made on the pillars, and you can see images of wildly rearing horses bearing riders on their backs and trampling with their hoofs upon the heads of rampant tigers. The Sheshraya Mantapa is traversed by one wide aisle in the center and 7 aisles on each side. The carved pillars have been equally spaced out. The next Mantapa we will see is the Garuda Mantapa. You can find this Mantapa at the south side of the third Prakaram. As the name says, it was built to honor Garuda, the Vahana of Lord Vishnu. The Nayakya dynasty was responsible for the construction of this Mantapa too. Walk towards the middle of the Mantapa and you will find a freestanding seated Garuda figure, which you can easily identify by his eagle head, wings and him facing the Vishnu shrine. It is almost as if Garuda is ready to leap at the moments noticed to assist Mahavishnu. One more Mantapa that we must visit is the Kili Mantapa, found next to the Ranganatha sanctum. At this Mantapa, you can find walking elephant railings that line the steps leading into the gathering hall. It is dated back to 17th century Hindu rulers. Inside the hall, there are many carvings of animals, and in its center is a raised square platform with 4 beautifully carved pillars. Take a stroll around the hall and admire the intricacy with which the artisans and craftsmen have decorated the Kili Mantapa. There are many more shrines and mantapas within the temple that you can visit if you have the time. The temple complex is comparable to a small city in itself, so there is a lot for you to see and do here. Make the most of your trip to these holy lands and explore as much as possible. The omnipotent presence of Sri Ranganatha will bless you on your adventure. Exploritage has many more heritage sites for you to traverse and experience. So, join us again as we take you to another place with picturesque sights and fascinating stories.